The title of this book is The Brewin Guide. It is used as a guide to the Trouble Brewing Minigame in the Mortania region. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope this guide helps you out and maybe brings some more life to this minigame. As a quick side note, I was considering talking like a pirate for this one and getting into roleplay, but after many attempts at this, I decided not to do that. I am sorry if anyone would have liked that. Maybe I'll remake this one in the future with a full-on pirate accent, but I tried and it sounded horrible, so sorry. Brewin Guide. Brewin Guide. A guide to brewing. Chapters. Mostly harmless rum. Ingredients: water and colored water, bitter nuts, sweet grubs, scrapey tree bark, boilers, brewing, sabotage and repair, make and repair items, the steam pump, plunder. Mostly harmless rum. Ingredients: bitter nut, sweet grubs, scrapey tree bark, colored water, water. Mostly harmless rum is based loosely on the recipe for brain death rum, with the main exception being that it is brewed from items found locally to the island: water and colored water. The last two ingredients be the easiest to plunder: water from either lake in the middle of the brewery compound, or from one of the pumps that can be put into the correct hopper with nary a trouble. The colored water be gained by placing the petals of rare flowers into a kettle of boiling water. This leaches the color from them, and the water can be siphoned off into bowls. It takes 5 buckets of water and 3 bowls of colored water to make 1 bottle of rum. Bitter nuts. Bitter nuts be foul tasting but highly intoxicating nuts found inside the brewing compound. The trees they are in be too tall to climb, especially with all the action going on in the area. Hence, 'tis the best idea to capture a monkey and put it up the tree to get the nuts for ye. However, the monkey will need to be dyed the same color as your team, or confusion will arise. Fortunately, a bowl of colored water from the kettle will color the monkey with only mild skeleton. Some people tell tales that they can talk to the monkeys and persuade them to pass them the nut faster. Admittedly, they say you need a magic amulet, but then again that sounds a little far-fetched to me. It should also be noted that if someone puts a different colored monkey up the tree, then the 2 monkeys will fight over which gets the bitter nut. Sweet grubs. Sweet grubs be vicious little grubs that live in mounds inside the brewing area. They will go for any meat nearby, so 'tis best to grab some rat meat and lay it on the mound. The grubs be very sleepy after they have eaten, and ye'll be able to scoop them up after they have devoured the meat. To get the best results, 1 load of sweet grubs be needed for every bottle of rum. Scrapey tree bark. Scrapey tree bark is added to give the mix a little more body. There be a few scrapey trees in the area that ye can go for. All ye need is an axe. Take a knife to the logs, and that'll get the bark. Mind ye, don't get nay of that sap on your hands, as it carries an annoying little disease. Boilers. While ye'll need all these to make rum, you'll also need to keep the boilers nice and hot. These are quite easy to feed. Just take some logs and put them in the boiler, then light them on fire with a tinderbox. Once it's burning, it'll take up a few logs every now and again. So long as there are at least 3 burning, then the rum will be produced. It's always best to keep them fed, as ye will never know when they will run out. Brewing. Assuming all the stuff is in the hoppers and all the boilers are burning and all the pipes are nice and fixed, then the right amount of stuff will be taken out of the hoppers and the brewing will begin. This takes a little while to do, but not too long though. When it is done, the rum will pop out on the conveyor belt, and all you have to do is pick it up and put it in the crate. However, it should be noted that if you have not contributed enough to any bottle of rum, then you will not be able to collect it. To qualify, you must add enough of any ingredient to the hoppers to make the light turn green. Hence, if you add 5 buckets of water, you qualify to collect 1 bottle, and if you add 5 bitter nuts, you qualify for 5. If you add both, then you qualify for 6 bottles. Sabotage and repair. As it is against the pirate's code, you'll not be able to kill anyone in there directly. However, the stills are fair game. Most of them can be burned down with a torch if you try hard enough. When some scum-sucking dog has set your still on fire, don't panic. Just take a bucket of water and douse the fire. Then, depending on what was burning, use either a pipe section, lumber patch, or bridge section on the burn bit to repair it. Pipe sections be used for pipes and the water pump. Making more repair items. If you run low on items, as will happen if your enemy be in a fiery mood, then you will need to make your own items. This is quite easy, as there are a bench full of handy tools for you to use to make more. Just take a log and use it on the table and you'll be able to craft up as many of the items as you need. The steam pump. If things be looking dreadful, then you can use the steam pump to rise the pressure in the boilers, and then vent it through the damaged parts to put out the fires and badly scald anyone lurking nearby. The pump can be quite stiff to work, and you'll need a lot of energy to keep it going. Just haul on the lever for a while until you get tired, and that will put up the pressure. When your base is under attack and things be on fire, then vent the pressure to give them a nasty surprise. Be warned though, the steam will damage the pipes and hoppers as it comes out, so that might do more harm than good. Plunder. Well, you've set things on fire, worked the steam pump, and stashed the rum, and now the game is over. What do ye get? Plunder. Ye will be rewarded with a number of pieces of 8, depending on how well your team did, and how hard ye worked during the game. If ye have a word with Honest Jimmy, then he'll sell you some nice items for all ye hard work. Tricorn hats are the latest in pirate fashions. They will go well with any outfit and will make ye the envy of all the other pirates as you walk down the plank. Nothing says I lived the Navy lifestyle before deserting to make me fortune like an old tattered Navy uniform, and Jimmy has plenty, all pre-tattered and authentic. Get one today. If you save up enough pieces of 8, then you can claim ye very own surplus pirate flag. Jimmy has plenty on offer, including a rare example from the ghost ship, the Phasmatis Pride. Last, but by no means least, be the stuff. Jimmy won't tell us where he gets it, as the Cooking Guild keeps threatening to reduce him to soup if he keeps selling it. It works by being sprinkled into ye ale before you add the hops, and the effect means that you'll get a little more likely to get a mature ale by the end of it. And for the Book of Piracy, we've come to the end of it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Kind of went half pirate there, but if we, tell you what, if we get 25,000 likes, I'll do a redo of this where I go full pirate the whole book. How's that sound? And as for the stuff that you can get as a reward, that's very useful for if you need a green man's ale mature, for like if you're an ultimate or if you're any type of Iron Man and you need a couple of herblore levels to boost up to a diary. That could be useful. Only problem with the brewing though, in-game, not the minigame, which is what this book describes, but the in-game brewing takes a full week for the ale to actually brew, and you have to grow a lot of the hops yourself because they're not on the market for the GE. Well, if we're talking about an Iron Man account anyway, then same problem. You have to grow all the hops and etc. in order to be able to make the brew. The two breweries, by the way, in case anyone doesn't know, are in Keldegrim and under the Port Phasmatis bar. You don't need any requirements to access them. You just need to have, well, the quest requirements to get in the areas. You gotta start the Giant Dwarf and unlock Phasmatis by doing Druidic, no, Priest in Peril. After Priest in Peril, you can charter a ship there, or use the Ectophontis Ghost Ahoy for free access, but at any rate, brewery under the bar there, you can add some barley and some other ingredients. Check the cooking guide on that for more information. I made some brews before. None of them turned out mature on your own. You basically need the stuff from this minigame if you want a mature brew. Otherwise, it's like the KBD heads of brewing. Basically, it's pretty rare. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that and found this informative. I'll see you soon with the next one. Peace.